background.
I
Hello.
do.
Welcome to the pod.
We back.
We're back with our regular microphones.
Ooh, hopefully you can hear us well.
It's been a minute since we've had regular microphones.
It has, but
Last week
On to good
our
quality.
mic sounded great for Jeff and not great for the two of us, but it's okay.
that's okay. He's the most important.
Do you need to tell the listeners how the
Results went?
results were for that episode?
I think I should.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. So we loved having Jeff on because he brought a new perspective.
He did. He was so great.
He did.
Songs we didn't know and or that we just didn't listen to very much.
Yes, and immediately when I posted the lists, I had like comments from several people that were like, "Yes, I want to be friends with Jeff." So good job, Jeff.
Jeff, you made lots of new friends.
You did. So posted on Instagram, and then some people commented, but some people also voted on Facebook and whatever. And the results are in, and the winner is me, Kelsey. I
You
won.
won, but did you include all those Jeff comments? Because there were a lot of Jeff comments that I don't know that people actually voted.
They did. I checked.
Oh, okay. Great.
But Jeff got second.
Good job. Oh, I lost for
That's okay.
sure.
That's
But
okay.
Greg voted for mine, so
That's true. You got Greg's
at
vote.
least I got your husband.
He's a music guy. He told me Greg wants to be on the 2006 episode,
Okay.
but he's like, he graduated before us.
That's okay. We're gonna start running out of friends that are those ages.
Those graduates. That's true.
We have some friends that graduated in 06.
Yeah, we do. So
Yeah.
maybe he can be 07 or something when we
Why
run out.
did he pick 06? He likes the year?
I think he just wants to be on
A music
a
one.
music, but we invited him on a music episode and he
know.
said no.
It's fine. He's just getting jealous and now he wants to come back.
I'll check and see if it's that year specifically that he wants to be on or if he just wants to be on one.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, we had so much fun, Jeff. Thank you again for joining us. You did a great job.
Yes, we appreciate you.
Yay.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, so we are on episode 83.
Yeah.
83.
Yeah.
Scores didn't change from last time because we didn't do that.
That's right.
So
And we're not doing it here either.
17 to 13.
I don't remember.
That was our Ferris Bueller episode.
Bueller.
I want to go watch that movie real bad.
I know, but you need to be watching Oscar movies.
I know. Speaking of the Oscars, the Golden Globes happened.
I know. Do you want me to tell you? I've watched 1.5 of the Oscar movies now.
The Oscar movies aren't out yet. the
Well,
list
okay, of the
Golden
Golden
Globes.
Globe
Okay,
movies.
please tell us.
Well, besides like Wicked that I already
Sure.
saw. So I watched Jay Kelly because it's
that a
on
movie?
Netflix.
Oh.
Or I think it's on Netflix. Yes.
Was
and
it nominated for Best Picture?
I don't know, but it was
Okay.
George Clooney was nominated and Adam Sandler were nominated.
Oh, yeah, you said that once.
So I watched that one. And then I went to New York, and on the airplane there, I watched half of a movie called Sentimental Value.
Okay.
Which was nominated for Best Picture and Actress and Actor and Supporting Actress.
Wow. Okay.
It won the Golden Globe for Best Actor.
Okay. Then it
was.
was a good choice. Now you have to go watch the second half.
I know, and I looked at home. You have to rent it for $20.
Ugh.
I know. I'm like, dang it! I didn't watch it on the way home from New York because I fell asleep on the airplane.
Of course you did.
I know. And unfortunately, so that was unfortunate, but here's my story
Okay.
about what an idiot I am.
Okay. I can't wait.
So I don't know anything about any of these movies, honestly.
Uh-oh.
Right? No, it's fine.
Okay.
So this movie popped up and I was going through like alphabetical of the list that I saw of Best Picture nominees and I found it and I was like, okay, great. So I started to play it and it is in a different language. And I'm like, I don't know, like it went a few minutes in this other language and I was like, but no subtitles. So I was like, huh.
And you watched it for a few minutes?
Yeah, hold on. It gets better. So I'm like, hold on a second. So I fast forward to see if it like
Changes to English?
changes to English.
I bet it didn't.
Hold on.
Okay,
So
great.
that part that I got to was English. So I was like, oh, it just is like the beginning.
Okay.
So I go back to my spot. And I keep watching for legit probably 10 minutes.
Of this other language.
of this other language with no subtitles. And then I was like, but I looked and it turned English. And I thought for sure if this movie was in English, it would just have subtitles. So I fast forward again, not English. So I'm like, okay. So I go like out and realize that it is a movie it's in like, it's not even, I thought it was French for a minute and then I thought it was German. I don't know. It was Norwegian, I think. So,
Oh, like Dutch?
it said Norwegian.
Oh.
I could be wrong. It said something and I was like, oh, great. So you can add English subtitles. So I added them and then watched the movie from there. And I was like following along enough to like know what was sort of going on. But the beginning was like a narrator talking. And I was like, I bet it would be helpful if I go back and watch the beginning, but I didn't. I just picked up.
That's
where it
hilarious.
was.
So
Oh my God, I'm crying.
it's probably one of those foreign films that's also nominated
I don't know,
for.
because I didn't look if it was nominated for foreign films.
Okay.
But the guy that won for Best Actor is from Mamma Mia.
Oh, I saw him accept the award,
Okay.
but I didn't know what award he was accepting because I was half paying attention.
That's what he was. And Emily told me, who was my friend on the airplane with me in New York, that I don't remember his name, something Skellen Skarsgård,
Okay.
and his son is the other Skarsgård,
Oh,
and they both got nominated.
that's cool.
I don't know about the same category,
Right.
but they both got nominated.
That's really neat.
I know Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh,
is his son.
yeah.
Fun!
That is cool.
Anyway, that's my story.
I was at a hotel alone
Uh-huh.
and unpacking, and it just had TV.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like turned on the guide, and it was like Golden Globes, and I was like,
Fun.
great. So I watched some of them.
Oh,
I know, it was
that's fun.
exciting.
Anyway, we until the nominees come out, we just watch movies that we can find from the Golden Globes list.
Yes, and I was actually today I was on Netflix and was like, that movie was nominated. And then I was like, ding, I need to start watching these movies because if I wait till they're all out, the nominee list is out, I won't.
I think the Leo movie, someone told me, is on like Netflix or Hulu or something.
That one won for best comedy.
Yeah, and supporting actress.
Okay, yeah. No, yes.
Yep, and something else.
And Hamnet won
yes
for drama, and the woman from Hamnet won for actor.
Yeah.
Or actress or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, that will be coming soon.
We got way off topic.
We did.
This one, we're talking about things we learned from our year of our annual Disney Pass.
Yes, and they're not going to be specific to having an annual pass. It's just like we were there so often and we did our trips differently than we typically would if we're only going once every year or once every other year or whatever. So we learned some things in doing it differently.
Yes. So we're going to jump into it. But one thing I wanted to share was what our trips were, if you remember.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I've had 9 and I have one more before it ends up. How many did you have?
I had 9.
Do you have them ready
Total.
to go? Because I wrote mine down.
Sure, I know what they are. I was first. So
okay.
I went in January. I went with my son Graham for his birthday and my parents. February we went together
with our high school friends.
Yes. March we went with our parents.
With our parents. And then I went again in March for work and one day by myself.
Yeah. Yep.
Then May, June
was for my son Tucker's birthday and our birthday. Aaron came.
I came for a day for the birthday.
Okay, that's for me 4.
Okay. And then July.
We went in July with Emily.
Friend from high school.
Yep. And then we went in.
I went in August for Epcot Around the World with a friend of mine for her 40th birthday.
Yep. And then we went in September with our whole family. Trip. That's 6 for me. Then we went October with our Burn
friends.
Girls. That's 7. Then we went.
I went in
November for Annie's birthday, and then we went in December
with some work friends, and then just Kelsey and I.
Yep.
And then I'm going in February with another friend from high school.
Crazy. And I'm done.
Sad. So that was just to remind you, we went a lot.
What's today's date? The 17th. It expired today.
Oh, that's sad.
Guess I can't go.
You can't. Mine expires the day after I leave.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good
so
job. Way to
worked
get
out.
it in.
Or maybe 2 days after, I guess, because we changed our days. But all that to say, to remind you that we went a lot, and we went with a lot of different types of groups for a lot of different types of trips. So I tried to, while I was kind of coming up with these things, pull from each of those trips. And they were some of the same lessons, but like different things that go along with them.
Yeah.
So
Great.
yay.
I'm pumped. I'm excited to hear what you have to say and things that I want to say.
Okay.
as well.
I have 7. How many do you have?
I also have 7.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
And they might be the same. We haven't talked about
We don't
them.
know.
Okay, so do you want to go first? Do you want me to go
You can
first?
go first.
Okay. I will say the first thing that my first lesson or thing to tell you is that planning is important.
That's a great lesson learned.
What I will say, I have lots of things to say about this though. First, start with figuring out what is most important to you. And that's how you plan. You cannot plan the entire trip and what you're going to do all day long because there's so many things that will change it. Okay? So go with me for a second here.
Okay.
Disney can be very overwhelming. We understand Disney and know Disney so well, but there's also a million things we don't know. But it's not very overwhelming to us because we get it. You can go to the park without planning and still have a good time. So I'm not here to tell you that you won't have a good time if you don't. Just like any other trip, right? Any trip you go anywhere, you just show up and it will be fun.
Sure.
But I think you'll have a better experience if you at least come up with the things that are most important to you and you figure out how can I get those things done and as many of those things as possible. So
yes, because you can't do everything.
You can
you just
million. Can't. Listen, we've been 9 times. 9 times.
9
flashback to us a couple episodes ago, and still didn't come close to doing everything. Like right. And so you got to figure out what's most important to you. So I have some examples.
Okay.
1, do you have certain rides? Or is it, I just really want to ride these specific rides, or rides in general are most important, right? And so it's best to know how to get the shortest lines for them if rides are important to you, right? So this can be things like lightning lanes, right? Lightning lanes will get you the rides you want to get if you have specific rides you want to get. Now, Kelsey and I did a trip without lightning lanes.
Yep.
When in a time that we knew was less crowded, and it was fine. Like we didn't feel like we were missing out on anything. We didn't feel like we needed them. But when we were trying to do all parks in one day and we wanted to do only the rides we wanted to do, it was necessary, right? And so you have to be thinking about what about rides is important to you. So think about that. Also on a day like on a trip where you're really trying to pack everything in, is it important or does it make sense to use an app like we did to where you tell it what you want and it books it for you? Otherwise, you're going to be on your phone a little bit more, or you're going to have to like figure it out on your feet. Again, none of these things are bad. It's just what is important to you. Are lightning lanes, are individual lightning lanes beneficial to you? Does rope drop make sense? Rope drop does make sense if you want to get as many rides as possible. You should rope drop.
Yeah.
Use a travel agent. They can help you book lightning lanes. They can help you understand lightning lanes. So all of these things are examples of if you want rides, it's important to plan somewhat ahead, right?
Yes.
Number 2 was food. All the food isn't good.
Is this in your planning window?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. I just thought you were moving to your next.
No. It's examples of why planning is important.
Okay.
So if food is the thing that's important to you, all the food isn't good, right? So research what you want to try the most and build your day around that.
This is a great tip because not all Disney food is created equal. And there is some really good Disney food and some average mediocre Disney food, and it costs the same.
Yeah.
So get what's good.
Yeah. And I actually do this in all my trips, not just Disney trips, but like if there's a place I want to go, I will make a little map. Like I just did this for New York. I had like 75 places I wanted to go eat. Yeah. And so I had like Upper East Side and Chelsea and whatever. And so I knew if I was in that area, here's the places I would want to eat if it was a mealtime, right?
Sure.
So, or like when we went to Disney in December with my work friends, we were trying to decide what order of the parks we were going to go in because we were doing one day and it was all 4 parks, right? And so because we did that, we picked the order of our parks because we wanted lunch at Animal Kingdom, right? So like if you don't know ahead of time, it's fine. But if food's important to you, you should make kind of a plan.
Yes.
And use the mobile app, the app to do mobile orders and know ahead of time if your restaurant has mobile ordering. And also certain parks or certain restaurants, you're going to have to order an hour in advance. So like
Yes.
pay attention on the app ahead of time. If that is the most important thing to you, you got to be ready for it.
Yeah.
Also, I have 2 more examples of why planning is important in certain situations. So the other thing is who you're with. So if who you're with changes what you want to experience. So we went on a group trip with some of our high school friends and some of them hadn't been there in so long. And so we were like, A, what do you want to do? And B, okay, we really want to do this with you because I want to see you experience it.
For sure.
And so just knowing what those important things are help you to plan your day. And so you got to know a little bit. And the other one I have, the other example is the kids with the dang pins. So the pins became really important with our kids, the pin trading. If this is your thing, you're not going to be able to ride as many rides because you're going to stop at every cast member and every shop and every whatever. And so knowing that, and then also buy your pins in bulk because pins are expensive. Buy them off eBay. They're really cheap and they're going to trade them anyway. So if you don't have their favorite one to start with, maybe they'll trade it later.
It's almost a good thing to get pins they don't want so that they'll be willing to trade them.
Yeah. So that's my first tip of planning is important.
I agree with you.
Yay.
So this kind of goes along with part of what you said was about lightning lanes. So up until this year, I'm like, lightning lanes are necessary. You have to have lightning lanes to enjoy it, to be the most efficient and whatever. And I do think that if rides are your priority and you're only there like 2 days or whatever, lightning lanes are probably still pretty necessary. But we didn't have lightning lanes on our last trip and it was December. December is a busy time of year, but we were able to ride all the rides that we wanted to ride without lightning lanes anyway. And that goes into knowing certain things about time of day to go and what days to choose and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
what days to choose which parks and stuff.
Yes. So I would just say if you don't want to do lightning lanes, that's okay. But as Erin kind of alluded to, like just do your research and plan accordingly. So if you go during a holiday, honestly, anytime between like August and December, at Magic Kingdom, there's either the Halloween party or there's the Christmas party I just said at Magic Kingdom. But those are certain days of the week. And people think that you should not go to Magic Kingdom on a day that there's a party in the evening because you have to leave early, which is true. But everyone has that thought. And so we went to Magic Kingdom and we did have park hoppers. So there is that. But let's say you don't. You can go to Magic Kingdom until 6 p.m. and the parks are so much less crowded until 4, which is when the party people can come in. So you've got, if park opens at 8, you got 8 to 4. That's still 8 hours at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Before the party people can come in. And if you don't have lightning lanes, the lines, I mean, even the lines that are typically very long, like Peter Pan, were like 25 minutes. You can wait 25 minutes for Peter Pan. You know, you rope drop and you've got like a 20-minute line for Tron. Like, that's definitely worth it. And we didn't have to pay for lightning lanes. And we still did so many things. And then even if you don't have a park hopper, you just had 8 hours at Magic Kingdom and then go spend time at that very expensive hotel that you paid for, you know?
Yeah.
So
I think we are learning that you don't have to be there open to close also.
Right.
Depends on the trip, but we are always the open to closers and it's just not necessary all the time.
Yeah. And I think it also depends, like we go so often now that I don't feel like we have to do everything. If this is your once every 10-year trip, you may feel differently, but sometimes you need a break. Like it's so much. So anyway, that's my first tip. Others will overlap,
Yeah,
I'm
they're
sure.
gonna
But
overlap.
anyway, that's my first one. You don't have to
Good.
buy lightning lanes.
I love it. That's a good one.
Thanks.
That's literally, we would never have
Something
said
I
that before.
learned this year or last year, whatever.
Okay, so my second one feeds off my first one.
Okay.
My first one, remember, was planning is important.
Mhm.
My second one is, but also going with the flow is important. So you can plan everything and something's going to upend your plan, and you have to be okay with that. So don't get too down about like, okay, so we rope drop this ride. I'm going to use your trip where you got stuck in the line for a flight of passage for a really long time.
Oof.
Because instead of the whole ride running, only half of it was running. And so the line took twice as long, right? Instead of getting like super frustrated that you just wasted an extra hour in line, just you have to know that things like that are going to happen. The person in front of you is going to do something that you hate and get really annoying, and then that makes you wait 5 more minutes, but like it's okay. And so it goes along with it of just remember what the most important things are and focus on those things. But you're going to show up one day and think it's a not crowded day and there's going to be a crowd, or your flight's going to be delayed and you missed half of the day. Or we went to the time we were just there in December with just the two of us. We went to Hollywood Studios and we rope dropped Tower of Terror, which we never do. We always rope drop
Rise of the Resistance.
Rise of the Resistance. But we hadn't gotten to ride Tower of Terror the previous day or whatever. And so we went over there and we got off that ride and went to Rock and Roller Coaster, and she told us that like something was like a breaker was down or something, and like literally half the rides were down.
Yeah, in the whole park.
In the whole park. And so it was like, well, it worked for us. It worked out for us, but like everyone else didn't have any options. Like it was like 2 rides open or something.
Right.
And stuff like this is going to happen and you have no control over it, and it's going to suck because you woke up early and you came, but like it's just part of it. Or it's going to rain and so the outdoor rides are closed, or you're going to eat something that upsets your tummy and you can't stay, and whatever. Rides break down. So you just have to be like okay with knowing it's not going to go always how you think it's going to go. And that's okay.
Yep.
Figure it out.
Going with the flow is important.
Okay, that's all I got.
Okay. My next one is about where to stay.
Oh, I have one of those.
Okay, great. So
Okay.
I'll do mine, then you go do yours after.
Okay.
So I always want to choose to stay on property because I just like it. It's a bubble. I like being in the bubble. I love Disney, obviously, so it makes me happy. But I wanted to say, and this isn't really something I've learned because we've stayed off property plenty.
Yeah.
But I have listened to other podcasts where they're like gung ho trying to get everyone to stay on property. And it's like someone will be like, oh, but I can get it cheaper. And it's like, but, and it's like, it's okay. Like not everyone has to stay on property, and there are advantages to not. So I was just going to say it's not necessary to stay on property, especially if you're not going to spend time at the hotels. So we got to stay on property a lot this year. We stayed at several different properties.
I have a list.
From bottom to top tier, right? And while I loved staying in those deluxe because I've never stayed in deluxe before, and the only way I was able to was because we were splitting it between a bunch of people, or we had like really good deals that were available in a short amount of time, so we made it work. We didn't spend much time at all there. And it's like, if you're not going to, then why are you going to spend $1,000 a night to stay in a really fancy hotel when the benefit is save you 30 minutes of driving?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's other perks too. You get in early, and sometimes you get to stay in late. But of all the times we were at deluxe, we never got to use, that was never what, because it wasn't the day that we were there, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, I would just say that while staying on property is amazing, see if it's really actually worth your value, because it's usually just 30 minutes in the morning in transportation. But honestly, this is another thing I learned I didn't add on here, but like driving yourself is the quickest way to get from place to place at Disney World. It's not a bus. It's not the monorail. It's not a boat. It's not the Skyliner.
I don't know if I agree with that, because if you're maybe in the morning, But if you're park hopping and then you have to park at a new park halfway through the day,
Yeah.
and then you got to ride the tram to get to the front.
Magic Kingdom, I would say, is maybe the only difference because you have to do the transportation ticket center. I don't know.
But even like Epcot, like if you're parking in the back of the parking lot.
True. The Skyliner takes forever.
The Skyliner takes forever.
I would say that's you ride the Skyliner if you want to go on a ride on the Skyliner.
Yeah, go visit a resort.
But don't use it if you're trying to get quickly from place to place because it's
Definitely
the
not.
slowest option
For sure.
anywhere. But like even like you ride a bus, you might get really lucky and the bus is right there and it takes you directly to Magic Kingdom. But oftentimes you're waiting 15, 20 minutes for a bus to come.
Yeah.
Like I could have walked to my car and gotten there.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's true.
So there's that about staying off property.
Yeah, for sure.
And then in the same regard, if you want to stay on property, I would say in an expensive place, I would say just check on the DVC rental places that there are out there because you save so much percentage wise, but
and you get the DVC rooms.
Right, which are nicer and bigger. Caveat is if you have a specific place in mind that you want to stay, make sure you know where the DVC rooms are because for me, my next place I want to stay is the Contemporary. But the Contemporary DVC rooms are in separate buildings from the one that you like ride the monorail through. And I want to stay right in that lobby where the monorail goes through. So if I want to stay there, I'm going to have to book it off the Disney website. So, it's cool to stay at these places. But next time I do, I'm taking time and spending some time at the hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. That's that.
Good one. That's a really good one.
Do you have a hotel one, right?
Yeah, I do.
Because my next one is a hotel thing too.
Okay, so mine. Okay, here's what I wrote. In my opinion, the nicer hotels are worth it.
Ooh, I love that.
But if your kids are super little, the budget hotels are great because they're the themed ones, right? And that just goes along with we're older adults now, not older adults, but like I'm not in college trying to save every penny. Yes, I still want to save every penny and like use it to my benefit.
Yeah.
But if you can afford one of the nicer places, and to Kelsey's point, if you're going to spend time there, I feel like it's worth it. You have more room. It feels nicer and cleaner and not like dingy. And they've done a good job updating, renovating those other ones, but they still feel more motel-y.
They're still motels.
And
They're still loud.
Even the nicer ones can be motel, like technically motels where you get to your room from outside, but they're just a little bit nicer. And so in my opinion, it's worth it if you'll spend time there. And it was really fun for us to try different resorts this year. I have a list.
Oh, good.
We stayed at Boardwalk, Polynesian, Offsite, All-Star Music, Animal Kingdom Lodge, Offsite again, Art of Animation, Pop Century, Saratoga Springs, All-Star Sports, and
I stayed at All-Star Music.
You did? Okay. I put that one on there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. And then one of the off-site places that I stayed, and when I go in February, we're also staying at one of these, is one of the Disney neighborhood hotels. What are they called? Good Neighbor hotels.
Mm-hmm.
Those hotels are a great option because you get the early entry, but you have to drive, right? Or take an Uber or something, which was fine for us last time. Getting an Uber from Disney is super easy if you're leaving the park and obviously going to the park. And also this time in February when we go, I get free parking with my annual pass. So that part's not a problem for me and it's close by. So all I did was go to like the WDW website and I found what the list of Good Neighbor hotels. And then I went to hotels.com and found a Good Neighbor hotel that was cheap and nice and close by. I looked at a map to make sure that it was close by the parks and that's where we're staying. So that's a really good option too if you want the early entry perk, but you don't want the price tag of staying on property and you have a way to get there.
That's a good point.
So those are mine.
To your point too, and I think we told you guys this if you're on a trip and you're staying off property, but someone that you're on that trip with is staying on property, you can still get the benefits
Yeah.
of
Going early.
going early. You just have to stick with them, and they ask for one person's magic band, and they ask you how many people, and you just go through with them.
And I really think that the extra space, if you have one with a kitchen, like these are big perks.
Yeah.
Or a washer dryer.
Sure.
Like depending on how long your trip is, those are things that matter. And so whether that's staying off property or staying in one of the nicer, bigger places or a DVC place, if you can, I think it's worth it.
Okay.
That was fun.
I like that. In sticking with the hotels, my tip or my thing I learned is that I don't think I love a split stay. So if you guys don't know what a
Yeah.
split stay is, it's when you change hotels in the middle of your trip. And I get the purpose of them. We did it because we wanted to experience more than one hotel. And I love that because we got to do that. And that was really fun. But it disrupts your trip. You can't unpack anything. You have to take your luggage to the stuff at like 6:30 a.m.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's just, to me, it's like, nah, I'll do this hotel this trip and another hotel next trip.
Yeah.
And that would just be better. So
Yeah.
that is a small tip, but
no, it's a
that's
good
my
one.
opinion.
It's a good one.
Yeah. I listened to a podcast one time where a woman said she went alone for like 5 days and she changed hotels every night
Ew.
because she's trying to stay at every hotel on property. And
Okay,
I was
well,
like,
that's a reason to do it.
it is, but it also sounds terrible.
Sounds terrible, yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that for her.
I know, me too.
It's like, well, maybe if you just have a little bag, but for 5 days, do you have a little bag? No.
And then like every night you have to.
No, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't love going by myself. So,
Yeah.
anyway. Okay, my third one. Ready?
Yes.
Take the trip.
Aww.
So, here's what I put. Although I know 10 in 1 year is a lot, I am ready for a Disney break, but also invite me on your next trip. I might come with you. But that's a lot. And we have talked about this. We are Disney people. I love Disney, but I also love the rest of the world. So I like other trips. But what I learned, because we went on all these different types of trips, and I knew this, but I also think is important, is Disney is so fun for all those different types of people. It's fun with just adults, whether it's friends or family. It's fun. You can talk like adults. It's not, you don't have that like anxiety of like, are my kids having fun, or are they whining, or do I need to take a break to take a nap or whatever. You can drink if you want. You can go all hours of the night if you want. You can also stop. You could take a break. You can just talk. Like one of our trips, Sweet Whitney's knee was broken. And so, not actually, but broken. And so we like literally spent an hour just sitting at a quick service, like chatting and having a good time. Like,
yeah.
That's okay. There's not that pressure. So that was really fun. It also made us bond with all of those different groups of people that we went with, right? I mean, that's why trips in general are important. So do them and take them. Also, kids at different ages is fun all the time, because when they're little, they're mesmerized by the magic, right? Sometimes they're loving the rides, which is what they were doing this time, right? And so it was just, they want to go start to finish as much as they can get done. And that's fun too, if you like rides. And just the joy of them, hearing them get excited. Like they're really excited to find out what song they're going to get on Guardians.
Aww.
And like that stuff is really fun, for us, or who got wet on the Frozen ride. And it just brings me so much joy. So if Disney isn't your thing, find another thing. But in general, I just say take the trip, and it helps bond you. And I love seeing the joy in my kids' faces and stories. I said this already, but going by myself wasn't my favorite.
Same.
But that's just because I get joy from experiencing with other people. And if you don't get that, like everyone's different, then going by yourself can be fun too. But that's just my personality, I think. Another thing that kind of goes along, my kids told me that this was their favorite thing of the year. I guess at the end of the school year or something, they had to like talk about, not the end of the school year, the end of the year, right? They talked about like what they loved about the year, and they both said the trip to Disney, which just made me so happy. And a little sad because I tried really hard and took them to Benson Boone for their birthday, but that's fine. They loved that too.
Maybe they forgot that one. They were
It's
coming.
okay. It's okay. But we were together in those situations, and I love to hear that. And the other thing I'll just add, and I'm sure we've said this before, and you've probably heard this before, but I always hear like, well, are my kids the right age to go to Disney? They're not going to remember it and it's going to be whatever. But the memories are for you too. So it doesn't matter if they're going to remember it because you'll remember it. And you're a person too. Like, we are not just parents. We're not here just to live our lives for our kids. And that includes vacationing. And we like to take our kids on trips. So take them. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, if they're too little to remember, that's okay. You'll remember it. And those memories are for you too. So take the trip is my next one.
I love that.
Okay, great.
Okay. My next one is, in my opinion,
Ooh.
the Disney water parks are not worth the money.
Oh, I second that one.
Okay, we didn't pay for it, so that's why we went, because it was free. That was a perk in 2025. Is if you stayed on property the day you checked in, water parks were free. And so I'm glad we went. We got to go. It was a new experience, and I like a water park. And it was a fun way to spend the day that we arrived because it was free. But like, we have whitewater here in Atlanta, and our kids are at the age where they like thrills, and the water parks at Disney are not very thrilling. So if you have younger kids who like water parks, it's great.
But I just, don't go to Disney and go to a water park. If
Yeah.
If you're going to go to a water park anywhere.
Yes.
That water park was nothing spectacular.
It was clean though, and it was nice. Like it wasn't Disney themed, but
No, it was like no Disney. I saw like
Yeah.
one Mickey head.
yeah. So anyway, that was just something that I took away from this year, and I'm glad to know
Yeah.
not to spend my money on it again. I mean, I didn't, but not to go and spend money on it.
I also think that it just made the trip that much more exhausting because
Right,
it
'cause
was
it was
one
a
of our
whole
like
day.
off days and we were exhausted already. It was the first day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I agree with that.
Great.
Okay. I won't talk as much on all mine, I promise.
It just depends on what the topic is, right?
Okay. So my next one is Disney is great and special in all the seasons and all the parts of the year. So you don't have to be like, oh, but is this a good time to go to Disney? The answer is yes. And as you just heard, we went almost every month of the year between the two of us.
Yep.
So just a couple notes about specific times of the year, if this matters to you. February was the coldest trip. And I'm going again in February.
That's
so
okay.
we'll see.
It's nice to be cold at Disney.
It is nice. It is nice. But it was like real cold.
You just have to be prepared for it.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
Okay, so then I said March and December were probably my most favorite weather-wise. Because you
December
can
was
wear
perfect.
leggings. I don't have to wear shorts and be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it's okay to wear shorts. But sometimes on the rides, your legs like stick to the ride and that's not fun.
Yeah.
So anyway, I prefer to wear leggings. So I like that because I can wear leggings. But I can also wear a short sleeve t-shirt and bring a sweatshirt. And it was like perfect.
Yes.
September was the hottest of all of our trips.
Ugh.
And it was like end of September, if you recall us.
I would like to add too, it wasn't even temperature wise hotter than our July
that's right.
trip, but it felt the hottest.
It was
so
humid. You were sweating constantly. It was like
no
miserably hot.
wind. It was
Yeah.
so hot.
But it was still a good time.
We had a great time.
Yeah. So anyway, think of that. And then what I was going to say was most likely it will be busy at some point of your trip. So that's okay. Just know it will be. If you want less crowds, these are my tips. Rope drop. The morning is always the slowest time, and you can get so many rides done in the first few hours.
Yep.
And my second one is what Kelsey said earlier, pay attention to party days. Go to the parks that have parties at night because it will be way less crowded. So that was what I was going to say. You're going to have a good trip that will be somewhat crowded at all points of the year.
Yep. That's correct. Good job.
Thanks.
There's no time of the year and there's no age for your children that is best. It's just always good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. My next one is a very specific tip
Ooh.
that I'm going to share.
Okay.
And hopefully Disney doesn't hear it and get mad at me.
Ooh.
But here you go.
Okay.
When you go to the fireworks at Magic Kingdom and you leave the park when everybody else does and it's mad chaos,
Yeah.
you're either having to ride a bus back to your hotel and it will take a really long time, which is just a fact. If you stayed on property and have to ride a bus, that's what you have to do. But if you drove and parked, you either have to take the boat, the ferry, or you take the monorail.
Yeah.
And both lines are intimidating and very long. And your kids are asleep or cranky or whatever.
In a stroller.
Yes. There are 2 monorails. There's the monorail that takes you straight to the TTC, and there's the monorail for those who are staying at the monorail resorts. So the Polynesian, the Grand Floridian, and the Contemporary. The line for that one is not long because you can, quotation, can only take it if you're staying at those 3. But here's the tip.
This is fun.
It also goes to the TTC. So
duh,
you go
'cause you have
ride
to
that
be able to pick it
monorail
up.
and you'll get on the first one, and then you just may have to stop at a hotel on your way through, but you just stay on. Our parents did this to test it for me.
Oh, they did?
Yep. And it worked flawlessly.
Love it.
Yes.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yep.
I guess if I had thought about it, I would know that, but that's great.
I know.
Love it.
So you're welcome.
And you don't have to take your stroller down.
That's right. That's right.
I guess you don't on the boat either, though. The ferry, just the bus.
That's correct.
Okay.
Anyway,
the ferry does fit a lot of people, though. So
it does.
It's not a terrible
if
journey.
you decide not to do that, take the ferry over the monorail.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right. My next one is probably a life lesson, but also specific to Disney, and crediting Melissa with this one,
Aww.
which was our very first trip of the year.
Yours. It was my second.
You're right. It was mine. Ask for what you want.
Yes.
Ask for what you want. If it doesn't work out, what's the harm? You asked, right? And you'll be bummed if you miss out on something. And I am not good at this in general. And so I learned this, or was reminded on this trip. And it is so important because I'll give you some examples of just like, maybe you miss out on something, but maybe you don't. And maybe it's better. So the one that sticks in my head about that first trip is, and this is just one of the examples because she did it a lot, and she would say, just ask for what you want. We rode the same ride twice in a row, and this was a ride where you're like kind of 360, and this was at Universal. It wasn't even at Disney, but it would apply. It's a 360 ride, right? So if you're in one spot and then you're in a different spot, the next time you have a different view. Well, we got put in the same spot, and we were like, and she's like, let's tell them we don't want this spot. And we did, and we had a different view.
We
and
just had to wait one extra ride.
So that was like, duh. I would just never have done that. But why not? Okay. Or let's say like we went to a restaurant to see the new parade. Ask if you can have a table near the window. If they tell you no, they tell you no. But at least you asked, right? Or this one is when you're booking your hotel or checking into your hotel, there's a section where you can ask for specific things like, I want to be close to the monorail, or I want to be close to the Skyliner, or I want to be close to the pool. Ask for it. You never know, right? And we got it when we asked last time to be close to the Skyliner. If you want to combine group reservations because you can't book a table for 15, but you want to sit by them, ask. They might tell you they can't accommodate you, and they might just do it, right?
Yep.
Let's see. Or one time on Annie's birthday trip, they didn't get to ride Frozen because it was broken all day, and they went at the end of the night and the park was closing and something.
We had a lightning lane for it, but it broke down, and then it opened with the last like 20 minutes left, but we couldn't get back there to ride it.
Yeah. So the next day, my dad just went to the blue umbrella and said, hey, this happened. And they gave him lightning lanes. For the day.
We got to go.
They might say no, but why not? Just ask, right?
Yep.
Or our mom one day wasn't feeling well, so met us halfway through the park. And so lightning lanes got kind of messed up. And so we asked, can you put her lightning lane, like get her a lightning lane with us? And they were able to. Sometimes we asked for things and they told us no, and that's okay. Like, that's all. Also, last minute dining reservations. I don't have an example from this trip, but I know one time too, this wasn't even dining, so I guess just reservations. I went to Bibbidi Boppidi Boutique and they were full, and I was like, I really want my daughter to do this. And they were like, well, we could probably get you in like first thing in the morning on this day. And I was like, great. And they booked me one, even though it wasn't available on the app. So like, if you don't ask for it, you're not going to get it. Instead of just whining that there's never availability, ask,
Yeah.
you know? So that's my tip. Thanks. Shout out to Melissa for reminding us of that.
That's a very great tip. Awesome. Okay, I have 2 more.
Okay.
My next one we have talked about on this podcast already on a different episode, but it's just the tip of Thrill Data.
Okay.
Is the website that we learned about the second half of the year. So we didn't use it the first half, and I raved about Standby Skipper that you can use to help book your lightning lanes for you. And then I learned about Thrill Data, and in my opinion, it's just better. So just as a reminder, if you're wanting help with your lightning lanes, like there's a one that you want that's already booked, or there's no availability, or it's too late in the day or whatever, you can pay to have this website, and it's $50 for a year. But Standby Skipper is $45 for a week. So it's about the same price anyway. And you can have it it'll search for you for those, and it'll even move them up to earlier times for you. It's not perfect, it's not flawless, but it did a lot of great things for us on that second half of the year. So reach out to us if you have questions about it. We can answer all of those questions, but just something to look into if that is something that you are interested in.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Sure.
Okay, I have one more.
Me too. What's yours?
Mine are the must-have items to bring.
Ooh, good one.
Or things that are more fun. Sometimes they're not always necessary, but make the thing more fun.
All right.
Okay, so the first one I have is hand sanitizer.
Yes.
Ones that are Disney themed or shaped have Mickey ears are more fun, but hand sanitizer, interactive things for throughout the park. Okay, so this can be a lot of different things. I put pins. Pins are fun for some people, not for me, but for fun. In Epcot, they have passports for around the world. So they have different kinds. They have the kid ones. They have the scavenger hunt ones. They have the drinking around the world ones. They just make it more fun, right? Also, you need to download the Heads Up app on your phone, because this is how you get through long lines. It's hysterical. It's fun. The people around you think it's fun. You'll see everybody playing it in line. It's fun. Hidden Mickeys can be fun. They sell books around where to find hidden Mickeys, so it just makes it more exciting when you're walking around. They have games in the app that make you play games, like that you can play games with, interact with whatever world you're in. The photo opportunity spots can be fun. We did a lot of those in our last trip. Magic Band Pluses can be fun. Not worth the money in my opinion, but can be fun if you have one. And autograph books. Or I know one year my daughter she has a little Loungefly bag and brought a Sharpie and had people sign her Loungefly bag. So it can be whatever. I've heard people too get like picture frame mats and have them sign the mat. And then you put the picture in the picture frame and now you have all the autographs. So that was my interactive things. And then Mickey Freckles. Kelsey and I wore Mickey Freckles last time. You can buy them on eBay.
We'll post a picture.
They're cute. Neck fans.
Not eBay.
Etsy. Sorry. Neck fans for sure in the hot times. I brought those. What are those water towel things
called?
Towels. Cooling towels. Never once did I use them in all the times that I went there. They're hard to, unless you bring a cooler, like a cooler bag, for sure that they're easy and worth it, but I didn't have one of those, so I never used them. Obviously sunscreen, 100% portable phone charger. Your phone will die.
100%.
Will definitely die. Also some kind of water bottle holder. So we have a couple that like hook onto your bag that like the lid of your water bottle just like hangs, or if you have a backpack big enough, I would consider that a water bottle holder, but then you're not having to hand carry everything all day long. And then water flavor packets, because the water tastes like garbage, but you can refill your water bottles instead of having to buy a $6 Dasani bottle at every time you need water.
And they have free cups of ice water at every quick service, but it's the Florida water.
Yeah. So if you put it in your thing, add a little packet. It's good. Baggies for leftovers. Medicine, obviously. Snacks, so you don't have to buy snacks everywhere. Hair ties and extra socks.
Those are great
And
things.
shoes if you have room. But if you don't have a stroller, you probably don't have room for extra shoes.
Yeah. Our parents have these really uncool looking, like waterproof things that you can put over your shoes.
Oh, yeah.
And they look uncool, but they really work very well. So
That's
you can
funny.
check those out too.
Okay. That was my last one.
All right.
What's your last
So
one?
my last one is not a tip, but it is something that I learned about myself
Aww.
as far as Disney goes. Over the trip is that, but if you had asked me before this trip, I would have told you that I had a certain order of my favorite parks. And now it's whatever park I'm in.
Yeah.
I like them all the best.
I feel that.
I just, whichever one I'm like, this place is great. And then I go to the next one, I'm like, this place is awesome.
Yeah,
so
I feel the same.
All the parks are great. Like if someone says, which one should we skip? None of them.
I know.
Don't skip any. They're all wonderful for their own reasons. They're all so different from each other.
I do not know why people sleep on Animal Kingdom.
I don't either.
It's so good.
It's such a vibe.
It is.
I just love it. Now, right now, there are a lot of construction walls. So I guess if you have to skip Animal Kingdom, probably 2026 is a good year to skip it because, yes, Dinosaur's about to close. The digging area is closing. A lot of the restaurants are closed because of all of that. So I get that, but it's still great. It still has other great rides and really great shows. And
animals.
Yeah.
And just a vibe.
Yeah. They're all great. They're all great.
That's a good one.
I used to think Epcot was kind of like meh. I love it.
It's so good.
Even the countries.
Even the countries.
I love them all.
Yeah, it's so good. Yes. Okay, great.
All right. I did make a game.
Okay.
It's not like the most exciting game.
That's okay.
But it is a game to educate you guys on what's coming in 2026 to Disney World that we're going to miss because we don't have an annual pass.
If any of them there mid-Feb, I'll check them
out. Also, to add, as far as the 6 degrees of NSYNC goes.
Oh, yeah. We did an entire year of those.
We did. And we just say we went on that last trip. Yay, we found our...
I don't know that we can have a 6 degrees of NSYNC on every Disney episode anymore.
Because we've
tapped out.
So if anything new comes up about NSYNC at Disney World,
we'll let you know.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go back to when it started. Back to when we started.
Okay.
25 words or less.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give you 1 to 2 clues. And you have to tell what it is.
Okay.
That's either like coming or whatever.
And it has to do with 26?
Something that's happening to Disney in 2026.
Okay.
I just remembered one that I need to
add in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So first one. Blasters. We'll see how many times it takes.
This is the new Buzz Lightyear.
It is.
Space Ranger
Spin. Coming in spring of 2026.
This is the one that Will texted me or teamed me the other day at work that it was coming.
Yes.
Very
exciting.
It was about to open.
So Buzz Lightyear is changing from, if you've ridden it, the little gun that you blast or you try to get Z's with was like part of the riding vehicle, and now you're gonna be able to pick it up and like really aim it.
Yeah, and then your whole cart doesn't have to do the same aim as you.
Yeah.
Yay.
So that's super exciting.
Love it.
Spring.
Okay.
All right, next one. The first word is pal. She's looking around.
Pal.
Yeah.
All I can think of is like Mickey Mouse.
Right, which is not correct. But I get it. Mickey and pals.
Sure. Okay, give me another one.
The next one is land.
Pal land. Okay. It's not Monsters, Inc.
Nope.
It's not Cars.
No, those aren't coming this year.
Oh. There's a land coming this year?
No.
You said land.
I did. That's
crap.
It's not a new land. It's land.
The Land Pavilion. Someone's coming to the Land Pavilion?
Pal.
Oh, hold on. I think that they're doing a new Soren video.
They are.
And with the new intro video with the guy from Seinfeld.
Who says?
Something about a pal.
Nice work, pal.
Oh, yeah. Okay, wow. We really got
Good job.
there.
You got there.
Okay.
All right. Soarin' Across America
Okay.
is going to be the temporary Soarin'.
Okay.
So Soarin' Across the World is all the time at Disney World. You're right. Soarin' Around the World is normally at Disney World. At Disneyland, it's Soarin' Across California. So this year, it's the 250th year of America.
Oh, yeah.
And so they're doing Soarin' Across America.
That's so fun.
I know.
We're going to miss it?
Yeah, but listen.
It'll be there for 2 years because that's what Disney does.
Probably. And you know my Disney travel agency that I'm not ready yet.
I was going to end the episode with book Kelsey for your next trip.
I'm not ready yet, but I will let you know when I'm ready. I get 1 free park hopper day a year, so I'll get you there. You'll come with me.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll go on Soarin' Across
You
America.
go free and I'll pay.
Okay, great. Sounds like a plan to me.
Or you can book it when I'm bound to make work go with me. Like,
oh yeah,
there's always a reason.
We can be a Disney crew.
Not the work people, but sure them. I meant like this
a work
vendor
trip.
Sometimes takes us there, or this event or whatever.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right, next one.
Okay.
Mum.
Yeah.
Mum.
Mom, I need another one.
Dad.
Oh, Bluey, the stage show?
It's not a stage show.
Oh, they're just the characters are coming. Yeah. Okay.
Bluey and Bingo are coming to the conservation station at Animal Kingdom.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So the conservation station at Animal Kingdom, you have to ride Rafiki's
Planet Watch
train.
Yeah.
It's not Rafiki's Planet Watch.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe it is. I can't remember. You have to ride the train to the conservation station.
Yeah.
They're going to be back there. I think it's to get people to go back
smart.
there. I know.
And then you get to do the animation experience, and it's so fun.
Exactly.
And see, is there a petting zoo?
Yes,
animal
but
hospital?
I think I read I didn't even read the article. I read a headline that said that it was replacing the petting zoo, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I think it's like a dance party.
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is coming summer 2026.
Nice.
All right, next one.
Okay.
Wildest.
Wildest. Oh, I know. That ride's opening.
Yes.
It's the roller coaster by Tiana's.
Yes.
It's called. I don't know if it's been closed all year.
She doesn't remember because
it's a mountain. It's a mountain.
It is
Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes.
It's opening.
Yay.
It's been closed all year.
The entire time.
We didn't get to ride it all year.
No, but they're it should be pretty different.
Oh.
I think from what I've read. I mean, I think they took the whole track out.
Wow. That's sad.
I think, but I'm sure it's going to be similar.
When's it opening?
It's opening in the spring.
February 10th?
Probably not. That's probably
That's winter. Dang it.
But I'm waiting till all of these things are open.
Yeah.
Before I go.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, that's super exciting.
Yay!
I know. That'll be really nice.
That is nice. Okay.
All right. Last one I have is, I don't know what clue to use. That's not super obvious. Let's go with, this will be really tricky and you'll be like, that's stupid. Give me a second clue. Animal.
Oh, for goodness sake. Okay. Animal. I know. It is Rock and Roller Coaster Muppets. Woo!
Good job.
Thanks. That opens soon, right?
Yes, I think it's like March or something. I just remembered it.
Is it closed already?
Oh, maybe it's closing in March.
But I think it's a short.
I think it's closing in
right?
March. Let's see. When is Rockin' Roller Coaster opening? It says July 29th, 1999.
Oh, well, it did probably open.
Yeah, that's when it
day.
opened originally. Let's see. When is Rock and Roller Coaster Muppets opening? If I could spell, it might work better. It just says summer 2026.
That's when it's opening?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only closed for a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is
It's
kind of
just
sad because
retheming.
I know, but they need to change the
I
carts.
I know. I agree.
Anyway, cool.
Yeah.
Yay. That was so fun. It was such a good year. I am so glad we did it.
Me too.
It was really fun.
I'm so sad for me. It's
I
over.
know.
But on to different things this year.
We have different trips this year.
Yep.
It is our year of 40.
Oh, man. You're right.
It's going to be great.
It is going to be great.
Okay.
All right. Next week, we're going to have some guest hosts.
Yay.
So that'll be fun.
It'll
and we'll
be
have
fun.
another guess our number ones.
Top 5. Yeah.
So
cool.
Yay. All right.
Okay.
I almost just said we're going to end it as we do with 2 claps on 2, 1, 2, which is at the gym. So we're not going to do that. We'll end it with a bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye.